I could feel it now. Oh, it's a team of one, Team Mango Peach. We're going to shift gears now. We're going to create something beautiful that seems quite complicated, but it's definitely a showstopper if you have to produce this in your own kitchen. But we're going to be given a step-by-step by an incredible chef, an awesome guy as well, on how you can create crispy ravioli. You think you know ravioli, right? Well, think again, because crispy, cheesy, and ready in minutes. This BWELL crispy ravioli dish is delicious every single day of the week, and after tasting it once, you might want to make it every single day of the week. And in the kitchen, we are really honoured to have Chef Stephen Fraser of Landsrack Wine Estate here, who shares with us his culinary knowledge, some inside info here, a couple of hacks, some amazing technique as well, and of course, some mouth-watering food. So prepare to enjoy restaurant-quality food in the comfort of your own kitchen. And I promise you're going to be able to do this. And thanks to BWELL and, of course, Chef Stephen. Chef, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you to the viewers of Espresso.
That was quite a preamble. I know I built you up there, so this better be amazing. And it better be restaurant-quality food in our own home.
I'm going to try my best. I really am.
This is really cool. Thank you for creating something, because you obviously, in your own restaurant, you push the boat out with some incredible stuff. But here we are creating something that has that wow factor, but we can make it at home. The simple ravioli, but we are turning it on its head. So we've also got a warm salad involved here. So race away, dude. What are we
Very much. So basically, we're going to get the warm salad on the go. I'm just going to get some salt, pepper onto this. So what I've got here is I've got some exotic tomatoes, some red onions, some beautiful green olives, a bit of salt, pepper, and then finishing off just a few spices.
Ooh, okay.
I've got some smoked paprika, and I've got some oregano going into this. Some nice dried oregano. Again, you think about ravioli, you think Italian, Mediterranean, and that's what we've got here. Touch of balsamic drizzled on.
So in a way, I mean, I know we use the term to the point of it being a cliche, but you've kind of deconstructed the end result of what you'd want to create with a beautiful Italian ravioli, and put it back together and taken it apart and kind of pieced it all together. So this warm salad almost forms a part of the overall meal. It's not just an accompaniment, but it's a part of that.
I'm going to pop this into the oven as well now.
Profile.
This is going to take about 8 minutes in the oven.
Cool.
And all you're looking to do is get those kind of juices of the tomatoes coming out, and that's going to mix in with that flavoured oil we're using from the BWELL, which is we're using the garlic oil there.
Lovely, perfect.
Then we're ready to get the raviolis on the go.
And I've called it a showstopper because it does. I think a lot of people, this would intimidate them. Making a ravioli just to start getting your pasta right, I think would be quite nerve-wracking. But now we're turning it completely on its head.
Very much. And what we're doing here is got some simple breadcrumbs. I've got, again, following in those flavours of the salad. I've got the oregano, and I've got the smoked paprika going into that. I've also got some beautiful grated parmesan going into this. And we're going to do a nice mix of this, and those flavors just going to basically work through.
I love that. And, you know, I'm lucky enough in this case, when we pump up the BWELL oils, there are so many different angles that we're kind of looking at when we've kind of really look at the basis of that, the health punch that you get here. High in vitamin E, we know omega-3s help slow the risk of heart disease, depression, and arthritis. It is essential that you get those essential fatty acids in. The omegas are so vital. We've spoken about it so much from a mental health perspective, how important it is to get it in there. But one thing that's really left off the page for me, made exclusively using locally sourced GMO-free canola oil. You use seasonal ingredients, you use a sustainable food source. You want to know that the products that you're using follow in that same vein. And you get the cooking spray to make life even easier, but we've entered into quite an exciting portion of the phases. So we've got our raviolis. What
What I've done here, I've just basically egg washed it, and then coated with egg, and then into the actual creme, and I'm ready to deep fry. You know, remember, there is always that kind of dietary requirements. There might be someone that's vegetarian. I'm using a braised beef ravioli here.
Okay.
If you're vegetarian, you can change this up in different flavor. A vegan, first thing you do, you get beautiful vegan raviolis these days. And these are kind of shop-bought raviolis. And then all we're going to do is pop these in the fryer one at a time. And again, I'm using egg to coat for the vegan. You just swap it out for aquafaba, which of course chickpea water, and it works just as well.
We are so lucky that there are so many meat-free and vegan-friendly variants out there. And going this vegetable route doesn't mean you have to become a vegan, but it's just about being more conscious of what you're using and how much of those non-sustainable foods, certainly when it comes to fish and things like that, that you are using. What is the key to frying a good ravioli?
I think the trick is just be careful. Remember, it is hot oil you're working with here. I've got 160 degrees oil here, so it is hot. So just be careful. careful. Trick is as well is don't put them all in at once. Remember, you're looking to quickly cook on a high temperature. If you kind of crowd the fryer oil, it's going to immediately cool down, and then it's going to slow down the cooking process. And what I'm looking for here, if you're watching very carefully, you'll see the pockets start to kind of pop up there.
And they start to, as the moisture expands inside.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a kind of key, nice kind of key to show in it's cooking there beautifully. It's almost ready.
I can feel the vultures circling now. You know food is
People
good.
are getting
things
hungry.
Are smelling good when your whole crew starts to weigh in. And what I've loved, the fact that we're using one of the flavored variants of our BWELL here. Their canola oils, affordable, packed with flavor, and some really exciting new spins and an amazing array of uses. Did you ever think you would see yourself frying your own ravioli?
I never did, I'll be honest. This was something new for me, and kind of having something fun and unique way of doing this. I mean, everyone knows the typical kind of just al dente pasta with a bit of olive oil sauces. This is a fun way of doing it. So I'm going to kind of plate this up. These are the tomato salads from earlier, which you've kind of just made a little bit earlier. And you see that beautiful kind of saucy...
The aromas, the aromatics in there, I think from, obviously the olives, the green olives have their own very distinct kind of flavor profile, but the mixed herbs, the smokiness of whether it was the paprika or pepper
definitely.
Or what you use.
And that kind of saltiness from those olives are coming through.
Follow your noses, follow your noses, guys. Follow your noses. If you'd like to create this crispy fried ravioli and our beautiful warm salad yourself, SMS the keyword BWELL to 33728. Guys, this is Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Hello guys, I hope you guys are hungry. I've got some going on here. I've got some basil and some
It's ridiculous, Stephen. My mouth is actually watering so much I can hardly talk here, dude.
Stephen, I have to tell you, I give you 10 out of 10 for presentation festival before I've even tasted.
I'm going to finish off a little bit more oil just on those.
Ooh, using the garlic
You're definitely on a mission to take it.
So we're going to devour this plate. While we devour this plate, guys, please, I'm not going to wait for you. We're going to take a quick break.
The side.
Oh, what? Because you won the plank challenge, you think?
Yes, I did.